my career gameplay, and today we're going. And for the people that are new, please subscribe with the bell to never see.
We make it cool to be something. We make it cool to be something. We make it cool to be something.
I like how that did that reverse layup though.
Captivating time-lapse view of the traffic on the historic 3rd Avenue Bridge, a landmark here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. A crowd is assembled here at the Target Center in Minneapolis looking for the Timberwolves to have a victory here on their home floor. And we've got it for you live, right here on 2K Sports. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. And guys, check out Ricky Rubio. What can we expect here?
Well, he's one of the most popular players in the NBA, even though he's playing a somewhat limited role.
Well, the saying goes that everybody loves the backup quarterback, and a guy off the bench, when he shows flashes of brilliance, he gets the underdog label, and the fans love him up big.
For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off a good outing against Orlando. And what really made that outcome a surprise was how lopsided it was.
I thought the way they attacked the rim and got into the paint was phenomenal. It seemed like after a while, the defense just kind of waved the white flag.
That's exactly what will happen when a team continues to attack the goal and come away with layups. It demoralizes the defense.
Now, here is Knight. Here's Sanders. Rebound by Williams.
Well, I think Larry Sanders is one of the most improved players in the league, guys. I don't know where you stand on it, but, you know, he led the league in ejections, too, with 5. He's got the control and manages the most.
Minnesota on D, outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
That was the difference in the game.
And when I look at it, Steve, success on the offensive glass, to me, is about desire. I mean, you need positioning, you need timing, jumping ability, but it's more about desire, the willingness to get in there and mix it up. And I just didn't see any of that kind of determination and desire from them.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Tipped away. Now Brewer. 14 points from him the last game against Toronto.
Yeah, Kevin, he really set up shop at that foul line. I mean, they could not do anything with him defensively, and so they had to keep fouling.
Mayo off the pick from Sanders. Mayo kicks to Ilyasova. Sanders in the post. Bekovic is there. Sanders' shot is good. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Rubio. 11 points for him in that last game against Toronto. Here's Bekovic. And the reject by Ricky Rubio picks one.
Well, at 6'3", I think there's a lot of upside for him at the defense end. I think he's a guy that can defend effect.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And for Brandon Knight offensively, he's still trying to figure it out.
I think he's best as a spot-up shooter. I mean, he does have some point guard skills. He's got some athleticism, but he's really an excellent outside shooter when he's got time to set up.
Knight hits them both. Rubio with it. Right now averaging 11 points a game. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and the jam by Derek Williams.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
That's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
A shot by Knight, no good.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Martin attacking, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. The Bucks making a change here. Pachulia's checked in. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Milwaukee with the ball. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
I thought the way they attacked the rim and got into the paint was seemed like while the defense just kind of waved the white flag.
That's exactly what the team continues to attack the goal and come away with layups. It demoralizes the defense.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Mayo. They get it back. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, you look at Jaja Pachulia, and he's a guy I think that's underrated. He can really score around the basket. He knows how to use his body in a physical manner. And he can step out and knock it down from 15 feet, too.
He's off on the first. Back to Pachulia, originally from the Republic of Georgia in Eastern Europe, and has played most of his career in Atlanta, Georgia.
You know, probably a little different. Atlanta,
It is, Steve. It is a lot different, actually, than the Republic of Georgia.
just a little.
Yes.
But he's really solidified his place in the league. Tough, he throws his weight around, draws fouls, all the things you like in a backup center.
And the second free throw, good.
You know, the Timberwolves have taken on an increasingly international character. Players like J.J. Barea, Rubio, Nikola Pekovic, and Alexei Shved, all important contributors.
Now, here is Martin. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
Here's Delfino. Pass to Mayo. The shot from the low post is good. Mayo's got his first 2 points of the night. And Clark, a lot of European players used to this cold weather. Maybe that's why the Timberwolves keep go after him.
Well, maybe that's part of it. I don't know. But they've had pretty good luck with the international players. Some good talent that they've put together.
Chang, the pass to Williams. Rubio against Knight. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
You know, there are not a lot of point guards who can flirt with triple doubles, but Ricky Rubio is clearly one of them, guys. I mean, you know he's going to score and rack up assists, but he can get to the rebounding column as well. Some nights, he's right there in that triple double range.
That free throw, no good. He gets steals. He gets assists. He's all over the floor.
You know, the big thing he has to improve, though, Kevin, is just his shooting. He does everything else well, but he's got to improve his outside shot just to keep.
1:37 left to play here in the first. Bucks have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Harris kicks to Udo. Back to Harris. Shoots a 3, and he gets it to go. Harris points his last outing. He dishes it to Rubio. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know, when he's in that tight with that kind of height advantage over the defender, that's going to be a pretty easy play for him.
Harris outside. Feeds to Neal. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
Shved gets a screen from Jang. Now here's Shved. Tight defense on him. The pass to Cunningham. He feeds it to Shved. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Dang. Shot missing. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. 3 seconds. Alfino gets a screen from Pachulia. Here's
Green, the defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
And it's Rubio penetrating, stolen away. And now here comes Neal, leading the break.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. They've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself. And I'll tell you what, that was a golden one there.
And that concludes the first quarter of Bucks lead by.
On tap next Monday, March 17th, Thaddeus Young and the Philadelphia 76ers go up against Paul George and the Indiana Pacers. Hoops action.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Bucks.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific too. Clark, we're seeing a lot of assists, really moving, a lot of flow offensively. I like what I see.
They've got Muhammad. Cunningham is out there with Johnson. Then there's J.J. Barea, and it's Buttinger in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And Muhammad gets it to go.
Muhammad is an excellent three-point shooter already at this age. Dangerous as a spot-up guy. Also as a good offensive rebounder, good finisher in transition as well.
Yeah, he's still developing his ability to pull up in between the 3 and the rim. But he can slash to the basket, and, you know, the league is pretty much a heavy diet of getting to the rim and shooting. So, a good
20 points, and there weren't too many shots that didn't fall for him. Really from the field. It was a great. He was considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by his standards.
Well, those are pretty high standards ordinarily. We'll see how much it carries over. It's not a performance that will be easy to repeat.
But you like to have that in your arsenal and on your resume.
So Johnson hits 2 of them. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Knight kicks us in from 11 feet away. Rebound by Muhammad. The Timberwolves trail. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
And Shabazz Muhammad, 6'6" small forward, played just 1 season at UCLA. Here's a guy who was talked about as a potential number 1 overall pick in the draft, but his stock fell during his 1 season at UCLA for various reasons, but still a guy with a lot of potential to be an excellent player in the NBA.
The Timberwolves is switching. Sanders has gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Knight against Martin. Wants to get it to Barea and does. Outside Williams. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. And back to Muhammad. His father played collegiately at USC, and Even before he had children, he had planned to help them become professional athletes.
And he's guided Muhammad's development all along, enrolling Shabazz in the best basketball schools and creating the summer circuit team to highlight Muhammad's strengths.
Shots good from Butler.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Berea dishes to Williams. Has got 6. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And I think he believes that if he takes some time here to kind of talk things over, it'll be well served for this club.
And, maybe this gives him an opportunity to toy around with some of their game plan while he has their attention during this break in the action.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Butler. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Larry said to his team before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. And the jam by Derek Williams.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. Her teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game. A potential right now. Oh, what a throwdown there. Man.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, startling that he'd even tried that right now.
Ilyasova can't hit. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Martin the pass to Berea. Berea off the pick to Pekovic. Berea kicks to Pekovic. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
The turnaround jumper, guys, is one of those shots that always just looks so good. It's got that nice, smooth, singular motion. Sweet.
Sanders in the post. Covered by Pekovic. 1:52 left to play here in the half. Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Julia, who's checked in for Milwaukee. .149 left in the first half of the game. Rubio outside on the wing. Brewer kicks it to Williams. Fires the 3. A rebound by the Bucks. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
And some good games going on, especially that Atlanta contest. That's interesting.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Pekovic with the screen for Rubio. He kicks it to Pekovic. Tries to save it, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And the Bucks with some changes. Sanders comes in for Jaja Pachulia. And Harris subbed in for O.J. Mayo. .109 left to play in the first half. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Williams. Nice touch on the bank shot. Williams has got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
And the basket by Harris. Timberwolves have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Rubio gets a screen from Pekovic. And now Williams comes inside. Intercepted. Here's Walters. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Yeah, that's right. So you push it. That's the best opportunity for points on the break. This lead, I think, is headed north.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Shved, and the layup's good off the glass.
Just the shot they wanted. Point blank range.
Here's Walters. Delfino dishes to Sanders. Here's Harris. An absolutely remarkable shot at the buzzer.
Was it ever? It doesn't get any better than that, fellas. The definition of much in the clutch.
He wasn't going to let anyone else take that shot. He wanted that ball.
And we're through two here and a good one. The Bucks on top, leading by 5. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin, here with Larry Drew. And, Coach, some big minutes in that first half from your bench. How much does it mean that they can come in and give you that kind of lift?
Yeah, I'm very pleased with them. My guys have done a good job. Our bench is pretty solid. And when they come in the game, we expect them to play defense first, and then we'll see what happens on the offensive end.
Coach, thank you. Kevin, in the NBA, the reserves, so crucial.
All right, Doris, thank you. And, folks, stay right where you are for the halftime show. Then we'll be back for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Hello and welcome, everyone. Another NBA season is about to wrap up, but there's still an awful lot to talk about. The Milwaukee Bucks have the lead against the Timberwolves at Target Center. They're scoring effortlessly. The defense has been completely overmatched. Jay having no trouble against the Bucks. He has steals. They're playing up defensively and picking them off. A valuable contribution so far by Derek Williams. After 2, he's got 10 points. And look at the work he's been putting on the floor in terms of field goal percentage. He is taking quality shot after quality shot. And that's all we have for you here in the studio. Now let's send it on back to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke for the second half of play.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Really an incredible game so far from Harris.
How about his scoring in the first half? I mean, he's looked like a different player out there today.
He really has, Steve. It's been a pleasant surprise for him, that's for sure. I mean, he really hit on something that worked in those first 2 quarters.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Ilyasova and Sanders in the middle. Brandon Knight is out there with Mayo. And it's Butler in at the 3. Knight against Rubio. 3 at the basket for Pekovic.
And his specialty is tracking down those great offensive rebounds that oftentimes he can put right back up for an easy deuce.
Steve, he is always on the prowl. I mean, you got to buy.
Boy, he crashed the boards with chance points for him.
Pass to Martin. Brewer.
Don't give him an easy 2. No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
First one falls for him. Now guarded by Brewer. Mayo kicks to Butler. The feed to Sanders. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Taking out the game for Sanders. He's got 8 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, it's just a small part of what's been a solid overall contribution by him defensively.
hit the first one. He's off on the second. Timberwolves trail by 4. Rubio with it. Now Mayo defending. Rubio outside. On the wing, Brewer. Williams passes to Rubio. Martin dishes to Bekovic. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off. He leading by 4. Now, here is Knight. Right now averaging 7 points a game. Good. Sanders has got 4 points this quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now the dish to Brewer. Passes it to Martin. It's Williams with the drive. Here's Bekovic. Milwaukee with the rebound. Sanders has got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, they need a shot or two to fall here soon. They're only 1 of 4 since the break.
Stolen by Martin. Rubio against Knight. 3-pointer. Martin. But they recover it. Williams kicks to Martin. Back to Williams. Pass to Martin. He dishes it to Brewer. Now Bekovic, averaging 12 points a game.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide open look.
Here's Mayo. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Mayo's got his second basket of the night. Timberwolves trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And the Timberwolves call timing. And as we get a break here, important for the teams to go over their own strategy. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Put out your best effort as the game wears on, guys.
You know, it's amazing when you're playing during a season, if you go through a stretch where you don't hydrate, it can have a major physical toll on you. Your body wears down quicker. You don't recover as fast.
That can third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Feeds to Martin. Back to Rubio. On the wing, Brewer. Sanders with the steal. And here's the fast break. Knight leads the way. Harris with it. Guarded now by Rubio. They grab their own miss. Sanders' shot is off.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Larry Drew's huddle. He said another part of what he said to them centered on his desire to see them shooting the ball every opportunity that presents itself. He said, fire away, guys. You've got the green light. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
Ron Butler is one of those rock-solid, steady vets.
9. Butler on the wing. He's got 5. Shot clock at 6.
In one All-Star game back with the Wizards, now going into his 12th year in the league. He's had a great career.
And he gets it to go. And it's 7 points. Substitution here for Milwaukee. Harris passes to Delfino. This one for 3. A rebound by Bekovic. There's the bucket, good. And now just a 5-point Bucks lead. Footer. Harris has got 12.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the
30 seconds left in the third.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played, this team would be ahead.
Buttinger against Harris. That one off the back iron and out.
Poor shooting in this quarter. His shooting is nowhere near where it needs to be.
Here's Here's Ilyasova, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. The third quarter comes to a close. Bucks lead by 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports.
This Saturday, March 15th.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Well, tremendous point guard play, but that's nothing new coming from him. This is what you expect. The gorgeous feed there.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. Rubio at point alongside Alexei Shved. Bekovic is out there with Derek Williams. And it's Budinger in at the 3 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Nice move. He stepped back and cast it up. 14 points for Jay. Timberwolves trailed by 7. Shved with it. He feeds it to Williams. Kicks it to Shved. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Budinger, no luck. Milwaukee has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Harris outside. DeMeo lets the 3 fly. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And now it's a 10-point Milwaukee lead. Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
Oh, boy, this is something you hate to see, Clark.
You know, it sure is. Injuries, though, are really an unfortunate part of the game, inevitable at times. Hopefully it's nothing serious.
Some changes for Minnesota. Brewer comes in for Chase Budinger, and it's Martin in for Alexei Shved. Caron Butler is checked in for Milwaukee. Outside Williams. Brewer pushes to Bekovic. Ball's knocked loose. Williams passes to Brewer. Bangs home the trifecta.
No matter who it is, that kind of defense is not going to cut it.
Milwaukee leading by 7. Harris outside. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And a moment now to check out who Minnesota has coming up. They'll be off to Charlotte for a meeting with the Bobcats after this one. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
And keep an eye on that Mavericks score. That's a great matchup there.
Six on the shot clock. 17-foot shot on the way. Another shot. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Chance now to check out the schedule for Milwaukee. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Rubio against Harris. And Rubio kicks to Martin. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 3 assists tonight. Bucks leading by 5. Harris outside. Shoots from the elbow. And right on target with the swish. Harris has got 4 points in the quarter.
Wow, such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting them this late lead.
Can't argue with that at all, Steve. His shooting percentage has been off the charts.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Rick Adelman as he addressed his team. He really wants them to try try to push the tempo here. See if they can get a few easy buckets in transition, saying, listen, we're playing station to station right now. Let's try to catch them off guard, guys. Let's see if they can do exactly that, Kevin.
Well, Corey Brewer, guys, was part of those back-to-back NCAA championships for those teams in Florida in 2006 and 7. A long, wiry 6'9" perimeter defender who's also improved offensively.
He makes one of two that time. Going back to Brewer, the thin man, 6'9", about 190 pounds.
Yeah, Kevin, he can struggle a little bit against stronger players, but he's really kind of found his niche on the perimeter. Kind of a guy who can guard multiple perimeter players, and then he's a blur in transition. Offense to defense, that's kind of what he does.
This is a guy playing with a reconstructed knee as well. And it's time for an injury report.
Hey, Kev, I caught up with head athletic trainer for the Timberwolves. He had some bad news to pass on, as he said the injury looks to be a severely sprained ankle. An injury like this will keep him out the rest of the way tonight and for a while afterwards as well.
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
Yeah, but it's part of the game, Kevin. Almost everybody goes through it eventually as a player, so you just have to deal with it the best you can.
Unfortunately, it is that, Steve, and it's painful to watch your teammates out there because you're helpless in that situation.
Mayo dishing to Sanders. And another basket for Milwaukee.
They've worked the ball around very well, and I'll tell you what, they continue to find good looks from mid-range.
Well, they're just taking what the defense is giving them because the defenders are backing off and daring them to shoot.
And he gets it to go.
They put that lead pass in perfect position for his teammate.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Rick Adelman as he addressed his team. He said their offense has been a little too sluggish for his liking, saying, quote, take what the defense gives you. Don't hesitate to let those shots fly. He wasn't done there. He also told them to put full effort into their rebounding at the defensive end, saying, quote, let's keep them off the glass. One shot per possession is all we're going to give up. Guys, they're operating under the principle that it's never too late to fine-tune the game plan. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thanks. And Rubio kicks to Martin. Puts up a three. Rubio misses.
Well, it's the edge they've had in that area on the glass that's played a big role in this game.
Yeah, they've got some strong guys, Steve. Guys that are strong and well put together, and they've used that strength to their advantage down low.
Mayo, the best to Butler. Fires for three, and another three for Milwaukee.
And every point they get now puts them one step closer to the W.
If they're not there already, Steve, just a tremendous all-around game of basketball they've played.
Williams for three. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got his fifth assist in this one. They can take their time on this possession.
You know, guys, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, it gives themselves a little break, too.
Catch the breath, you're right. And it's good. 20 points for Jay.
Well, finding good opportunities. And clearly no question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Bucks.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
Yeah, they did. Their depth is really one of their greatest attributes.
And so checking out the record for these guys, tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
Depth always a factor in wins like this, and what an incredible game out of nowhere it was for Larry Sanders. And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else seemed to match as he chased down rebounds.
Brewer pushes to Rubio. Here's Pekovic. He kicks to Brewer from downtown, and another three for Minnesota.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
27 seconds left in the game. Here's Harris, and another three for Milwaukee.
Boy, they're extending their lead. It kind of feels like they're just piling on here as we come to an end.
Well, hey, let's just call it what it is. They are trying to run it up on them.
Williams, a screen on Harris. There's the triple. Brewer's shot is off. From about 19 feet. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night. These guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike games for a coach.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Norris, and the rest of the crew, Kevin Harlan saying, see you next time.
Thanks for coming up. Just wanted to give you a quick update on how things are progressing. I talked to Coach and he agrees. You've been playing well lately. He thinks you're close to being ready for the starting lineup.
Yeah, so do I. I mean, I've been working hard lately, you know? I'm ready to take that next step. But real talk, I mean, I just want to help the team win games, whether that's starting lineup or coming off the bench.
Good. Sounds like you have your head straight on about this. No need to rush things, right? You're young, and being a starter in the NBA, that carries a lot of responsibility. We just don't want to make a move until we're sure it's the right thing to do.
Oh, I completely understand. I mean, I'm ready to do whatever Coach needs me to do. You know?
Excellent. Well, just keep doing what you're doing, and I'll let you know if anything changes.
Thanks.
Good. See you later. Have a good practice.
Greetings, passengers. We have now begun our descent into Atlanta. Please fasten those seatbelts and return your tray to its upright and locked position. We should be on the ground shortly.
Alright, if you enjoyed the video, my name is Jaquavius Leonard Harris. The next episode we will be versing the Atlanta Hawks. So I am looking forward to seeing that. And yeah, man. Y'all can leave a comment down below if y'all enjoying this series, or tell me about the whole series. So yeah, I know I said it 2 times, but you know, if you want to leave a comment, you can. If you don't want to leave a comment or a like, then it's fine. I just want y'all to enjoy the gameplay. It's not that much to do, but you know, only a little bit. I'm not asking for so much. Yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video.